Well, it's a tricky one, this. The Economic Crime Act of 2022 requires the ownership to be declared of properties that have been bought within the last 20 years in England and Wales, or within the last 7 years in Scotland. But this long tail retrospective approach of the Economic Crime Act is a problem, because it does require us to reconstruct our old purchase and sale files from years ago, often in respect of which the files have technically been destroyed anyway. And this obligation to reconstruct things from the mists of history is an onerous one. And there have been many conversations on many blogospheres that say, oh, is this another obligation I'm going to have to get on? You know, I'm afraid it probably will fall onto the legal profession to be able to demonstrate that when we bought this property 20 odd years ago, that we had done all of the right investigations and so on. I mean, I happen to note it is 20 years since we had the anti-money laundering provisions in place. So we ought to have been doing these inquiries anyway, and it ought to be clear enough to us. But I think this obligation to fess up, I mean, clearly we're going to be the first port of call for the for this kind of archaeology that we're going to have to perform. On another point, of course, the sanctions regime may well be avoided by the oligarchs and the kleptocrats putting properties that they've acquired in the past into the names of stooges or trusts, thus absolving them of any need to declare anything at all. I mean, they don't own the property, so it's pointless me fessing up to who I am, because I don't own the property. I still live in it, I still enjoy it, but it's not mine, you know. And I would suggest that it might be easy to find out who owns a company, but it won't necessarily be the kleptocrat or the oligarch that one is trying to purloin. So it is likely to be an onerous obligation. It is something I think we're going to be called upon to do. Whether it's our responsibility to do it is a moot point, but I'm sure it will. The spotlight will swing back on us in this regard.